Who knew that we needed a horror movie from the perspective of the family dog? The entire movie. I didn't, and I'm glad I actually took the time to watch this movie. I enjoyed every single bit of it. We've been complaining about horror movies not being creative for years. Like we've been complaining about slasher films being the same, ghost films being the same. Well, here we go. Something different. And not only is it something different, it's something different done right. So a little bit of backstory. This film was directed by Ben Leonberg. This is his first film ever. He actually even uses his own dog in this film. Yes, Indy the dog in this film, who, again, I think this dog deserves an Oscar. If there are animal Oscars, I know they have some kind of Oscar for like a directorial direction. I think the dog should go up there and get his award. I think the dog could do it because this dog is trained to do literally anything. Like I have never seen dog acting like this before. At first, I thought it may have been CGI or something, but this is really the dog doing dog shit. It's lovely. The film company that actually is Ben Leonberg is called What's Wrong with Your Dog? I love it. I love every bit of this thing. So to start this off, movie has a low budget. There's not a lot of actors going there. You don't even really see all of the actors' face. I think you only see one actor's face. It's mostly centers around the dog, his owner Todd, and his sister comes in and out of the movie every now and then. You also get maybe like a kooky little neighbor, and you get some scenes with his grandfather, like kind of like his grandfather's on a film that he's watching during the movie. I enjoyed it. I'm telling you, man, y'all gotta go see this movie. It's only an hour and 15 minutes long, so you can't even feel like you wasted your time. Just take an hour out of your day and watch this movie. But without further ado, the film starts off with this guy Todd, and Todd is sitting on the couch coughing up blood, and there's also a dark figure in the corner. So I'm thinking, oh, Todd's dead. Todd is not dead. Todd is suffering from some kind of lung disease, as you can hear from all the coughing and wheezing and whatnot. And the dog is on his lap, kind of like, hey, what's going on? And his sister comes in. His sister ends up taking him to the hospital, and you kind of get alluding to what's going on here because she texts him a couple times saying, hey, is it back? So I think it's something like lung cancer or something like that. So Todd leaves New York after he gets taken to the hospital with his dog to a rural area. And we find out in this area with this house with all these boxes packed up, it was his grandfather's old house. And his grandfather actually died in that house. His sister thinks the house is haunted. And that's all we get from the backstory at that point. We don't know why she thinks it's haunted. We don't know why Todd chose to go to this remote house and leave his support system in New York. But once he's there, Indy the dog starts having like visions, starts having like human vision. I thought this was pretty cool. So he's having visions of this like muck man, not a mud man, like a muck man, like dirt, moss, all kind of stuff on this guy, like a shadow dude or something in the house. And every now and then he'll get visions of this shadow dude doing something to the owners in the house or doing something to the previous dog in the house. He's like he's some kind of golden retriever. I don't know what else he's mixed with. He's mixed with something else. I think the original dog in that house was just a straight up golden retriever. So Indy keeps getting these kind of flashbacks. Todd is not getting these flashbacks. Another cool thing I think about this movie is that you get the movie from the dog, but not just from the dog. Like you get it like from eye level, so you're looking at it like from the floor almost. I thought that was really well done. That's kind of cool. Now, as they're in this house for a while, it might be a couple days, maybe almost a week. You see Todd looking at this old, really big old box TV of his grandfather talking about taxidermy. His grandfather's taxidermist. He's got like stuffed foxes and deer and stuff all over the house. And Todd, I think, is trying to look for some treatment, but his condition is getting worse. Not just his condition, like his mental state is getting worse. Like he's really aggressive towards Indy. Indy is kind of like I guess you would call him a lap dog. Again, I'm not a dog person, but Indy is really connected to her owner. Like he doesn't want to leave the owner's side. And so Todd can't go to any clinical trials. He can't find any help because apparently it's been too late. You also see that through the text messages that Vera, his sister, has been like trying to tell him, like, hey, you okay? Is everything going on? You should probably go get fucking checked out because our grandfather died of the same disease. And while this is going on and he's treating Indy bad and all this kind of stuff, this dark muck man every now and then like appears in the house and only Indy can see it again. There's like a distinct smell from the basement. As you can see, Indy keeps going towards the basement door. Even one night where the condition gets worse, you see Todd banging his head on the door, and Indy has to come down there and like lick his hand to stop him. This dog is really aware of everything, and I also like how when stuff is going on in the house, you can really see the emotion on the dog's face when something's going on. Dog doesn't really have a whole lot of courage in the beginning, but there's even like character development with the dog, like throughout the movie. You see the dog gaining courage to help the owner throughout the movie. Like this is really well done. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a dog person. Made me want to get a dog. It made me want to get a dog and train him to do some ninja type shit. Like I want to train my dog to be a detective ninja. I have hope now because that's what Indy was doing this whole damn movie. So So there's one other small character in this movie. The neighbor, his name is Richard. And I thought he was a muck man at first because he's dressed in like the whole the army moss gear, but it's all black. They meet him in the woods. He mentions that he found his grandfather dead and that the grandfather's dog is still missing. Um, and and one night, like that same night, Todd gets knocked out, basically falls out of bed. He's coughing up blood and stuff. And the entity, this dark muck man, closes the door and separates Indy, the dog, from the owner. So Indy runs out and tries to find Richard, and Richard hunts a lot. So the leash gets caught in the fox trap. And Todd's aggressive ass comes out there and finds Indy and leashes Indy outside in the damn rain. Outside in, I mean, just come on, in the rain. And Indy is sitting on top, which I thought was a really cool scene. Indy is sitting on top of the doghouse, showing how connected he is with his owner, and staring up at the window because he knows something's wrong with his owner. Like he's been coughing up blood. He knows there's something in the house that he has to save his owner from. I mean, he's just being a really good watchdog. He's looking through all the open windows and stuff like that. Like this is cool. Like this dog is more involved and more intelligent than most people we see in horror movies. Like most humans in horror movies are stupid. This dog is like, nah, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. He plotting. He's like, I know exactly what to do. I'm gonna save him. I'm gonna go in there and whoop his ass and save him. This is when you see Indy's courage come through. Because at first Indy is running around scared. She's a little bit investigative, but most of the time it's like, nah, I'm good. When he gets outside, separated from his owner, that's when he's like, bet it's time to shift into third gear. He's ready. Like Indy is such a threat as a dog that the muck man, instead of going after the weakened human in the house first, he goes outside, goes into the dog's house, and tries to like pull the dog into the dog house. But Indy does like a ninja move, runs full speed through the dog house, flips the dog house over, and runs right into the house, jumping through the glass window. The dog is ready. So when he gets upstairs, he sees Todd like really weak, can't do anything. His mental state is messed up because he just cussed his sister out on the phone. His sister was just trying to make sure he was okay. So while the entity is there and he's trying to get to both of them, Todd is still kind of delirious. And so within Todd's like delirious, weakened state, he finally starts to like see Indy as like his family dog, his best friend. And Indy tries to comfort him while basically looking out for the entity. And Todd turns around and sees his own dead body. Todd's died upstairs from this lung disease. And the muck man takes him down to the basement where you also see the bones of the old dog. The dog was dead. And so Todd's spirit, I guess, gets taken down to the basement. And Indy's still down there. Indy's down there ready to rumble. Right when Indy's about to rumble with the entity, ninja style, Todd's sister Vera comes to the basement door, sees the other dead dog's bones, and then she sees Indy and calls to Indy. While at the same time, the muck man is calling from Indy. And Indy had to make a decision. He's like, should I go and whoop this guy's ass for attacking my owner all this time, or should I just go home with my owner's sister? And he ends up going home with his owner's sister, and then the movie's over. That was a hell of a movie for an hour and 15 minutes. I love that. Don't need a sequel, don't need a prequel or anything like that. They alluded to the little things they wanted to allude to. You have to figure out some stuff for yourself. The only thing I think I wish they added more of was more backstory with the grandfather. I know the grandfather also had a lung disease, I'm guessing lung cancer, and that he died from it. We didn't really get to see his grandfather get terrorized by this muck man, and that's okay. We'll just assume that this muck man just takes people that are suffering or something like that. Because before I figured out, or before they told us what was really going on, I thought this this Muckman was not real. I thought this Muckman was death itself. And that's what Indy was seeing, kind of like she was seeing the Muckman every time Todd would have an episode. And I was like, okay, so maybe it's just this is the dog's way of, okay, my owner is dying. I have to keep this Muckman away from my owner so he doesn't die. That's what I thought was going on. Turns out the Muckman was real, but my theory was great. But I like either one. Either one, I can go with either one. I enjoyed it. I give this a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. And the dog deserves an Oscar. Like, she deserves an Oscar. And I'm glad that this guy came out and made this movie. I hope he makes more like this, because this is the first thing I've ever seen where it's from the perspective of an animal, the whole movie. And who knew that this was going to be good. So I recommend everybody go see this. You can find us on here, of course. Like, subscribe. Tell us what you think, man. Are y'all dog people? Can y'all dogs do stuff like this? I've always been a cat guy. My cats aren't like the normal cats that people would assume will run away. My cats get busy too. They're not real detectives, but they will try to protect their owners. But let me know if y'all got dogs doing ninja stuff like this. Maybe I should put them in a competition or something. I got Indy winning every dog competition ever just from watching this movie. But you can also find us on Kuronocomics on TikTok, man. Talk to us about this shit. This got me excited for October. Like, October is looking up. Catch y'all next time.